Hello, I'm Caroline Smith. I'm a social worker in the fostering team for Kent County Council, where I've worked for the last 9 years. The main role of a foster carer is to provide children with a stable, loving home where they have consistent boundaries so that they can thrive and meet their full potential. And that role includes helping children with their education, meeting their health needs and developing their self-esteem and confidence. Very much part of the role is also facilitating contact with birth families, and that may be in the carer's own home, and that gives the child a real positive message about those adult relationships and a team of professionals working with that child. We're looking for a wide variety of families from the local community. The main thing is that those families have an interest in working with children. But we welcome applications from single people, from couples with or without their own children, a wide variety of different ethnic groups to apply, same-sex couples. We really need a very wide mix to meet the needs of the children in Kent. Fostering has to be a family decision, and when people apply they need to talk to their own children as well, and they're very much included in the process. They're very welcome to come to our information evenings, and they're part of the assessment that takes place as a family to become foster carers. I think fostering does impact onto carers' own children. It can be very rewarding for them to be part of another child's life and to see that child go on to develop and thrive in their care. There are more difficult aspects such as moving children on, and that can be hard for carers' own children, but they're given lots of support at those times. And we have specific support groups for birth children of families that foster so that they can come and share some of those experiences. I think the real difference for children is to be in a family where they have stability and consistency, and that gives them the opportunity to then thrive in all aspects of their life. So we see real progress in their education, in their health needs being met, and an increase in their self-esteem and confidence, and for children to be able to have fun and to be part of a family. For me, the most rewarding part is seeing some of those children that come in that perhaps have suffered from neglect or abuse and go on to really thrive in the family that they're placed in. I think our foster carers in Kent do an amazing job, and I see real positive outcomes for children in the work that they do. So it may be moving a child on to support them to their adoptive family, or moving a child on to independence when they become aged 18. And for some families it's about offering a more permanent home to children so they become part of their family forever. Firstly, the support that foster carers get. They have their own fostering social worker who's their worker to work with both them and their own children if they have them. They also have access to our out-of-hours service, so there should be support available for them 24 hours a day if there's any problems. And they have a good network of other carers, so they're encouraged to come to support groups. And we also sometimes have network meetings for children, and foster carers are very much part of a team of professionals around that child, and we'll be getting advice from mental health specialists, from looked after nurses to meet that child's needs. In terms of development, fostering now is very much seen as a career, and they have the opportunity to do training and qualifications with us, which include the diploma and the BTEC for traumatised children. And we identify for individual carers what their training needs are. So for example, they might need to access training on attachment theory, on working with teenagers and on safe care practices. And it's very much seen as an individual personal development plan for that carer. One example of how foster carers have changed a child's life and given them a real opportunity for their future is a child that came in as a teenager where there was a breakdown in their home life and they needed that additional support, and initially they'd been excluded from school, and they went on with that stable influence of a foster family to be able to go to college, to access university, and the change in their future then meant that they'd got employment opportunities but also a home base to go back to, and that's so key for children to have that resilient family to return to when things get difficult perhaps in the future, that they've still got a family to return to who cares about them.